Yeah, I know that. That's always been a.
They take it all right.
The ribbon cable, man. That's like.
You know, it's a little spooky as you got a lot invested in it, but it takes it fine, really.
Which surprises me, actually. I don't know if it was ever.
This is like the tape, you can see a little crazing and stuff. Yeah, but actually, it took it pretty well.
Yeah.
Actually, that's I shouldn't say that. This is a B stage of the Kapton has a B stage on it. So.
What's a B stage?
You can heat it and stick. It's like a like a glue.
Okay.
And you take a heat gun or something else, you can press it together. Not that we need it in this case. It was just on the way we had the Kapton.
You know, there's always been interesting discussions about 20 hot cold cycles for Rick, whether that was ever designed to withstand that. You know.
Now, these things are cranked in pretty hard. These cold bars, each lead is wrapped in Kapton, 2 layers.
Okay.
And there is a, you're going to see, there's a micarta rib that they're pressing against underneath here. Because otherwise there's all these bolt heads that would poke through, you see. And these 2 clamps squeeze the 2 leads against the center cold bar. The cold bar is the cold helium returning once it's going through the magnet.
So it keeps that connection nice and cold.
Yes, that's all that makes contact with that. Exactly.
Now when you make this contact, you're making it in ambient temperature.
Yes.
Then when you close it up and chill it down, what happens to that connection?
Well, these bars are bent slightly so they've got spring to them.
Okay.
So I'm sure, for the most part, they're still probably pretty intimate.
You need any stills, Frank? I'll get out of the way.
No, not yet. Right. I got pretty good resolution for it.
What does it look like on the inside here? I remember, you see, now take a picture of that. We had to shove those behind this one bar. That's kind of critical. You're going to have to see that when you go to put these clamps back on.
Yeah, it's got to go into that bar, right?
Yeah, it gets laced in there.
Is that bar held on, or is that just?
No. Well,
so it's just floating.
Once I take the clamps off, yeah.
That's going to drop, right?
Yes, it will. Tight. Put your hand out right now. You'll got it in a second. Slide it right out.
Slide it out?
Yep, slide it out. Pass it to me. Yeah, I'll put it right back together. And that even has the micarta underneath it. See that?
Yep.
It's all insulated. You see the bolts have anti-seize on them, so you don't go hauling them up, because you're cranking them up pretty hard.
Yeah.
So you don't have any trouble.
And this is the thing that's keeping the buses together?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the clamping force to keep the contact.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the important guys.
I'm on the second file now. It said 4 gigabytes reached on the first one. That was a half hour. So now it's basically telling me I had to restart it again. So I assume it's making 4 gigabyte on this. I'm still blinking up here, right?
Yep.
I'll give you another one right after it. So.
You want them in different
plates?
plates?
No, you put them together. You can put them together. I labeled them. Give me a light here. There we go.
You already broke this loose. That's why this is so loose?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know, they were cranked up pretty good. They got to, pull them pretty hard. That may or may not have a micarta spacer in it. Yeah. Okay. And they're double-sided taped on there.
So this is the second one now, right? There was a top and a bottom.
This is the upper one. I'm going to write the
This is the upper one, yeah.
Just in case there's any difference. There really shouldn't be.
Yeah, but
most likely.
One never knows.
Now there's micarta bars underneath these Kapton.
Yeah, they're on. Is that micarta? Yeah, it is micarta. Or G10.
Looks like G10.
It might be G10. I thought I used micarta. I can't remember.
So that's where the bars will go back over again.
Micarta for one of them. Yeah, I'm gonna
okay, so they hit that, right?
I'm gonna picture that because we want.
Yeah, you better get that.
So we know the. Shot at those, so that's where the bars are. Okay, cool. Do that.
Oh shit! What just fell? Oh, the micartas. They're not glued.
Might have just held in by force.
Yeah,
the G10 pieces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where were they now?
They were right where those bars were. One was going up and down this way, and the other one was going across.
We shimmed them with that. Okay.
I was gonna say, do you want to put a Sharpie marker there, or no? You're good with putting them back?
Well, wherever you put the clamps, that's where that's got to go.
All right. I gotta have a light over here. There you go.
You want the magnetic one?
No, see, I really need two, one for each side, you know, because it's not.
That's why I want. If I would have went home here.
All right, now get these loose. Try to disconnect. Now you see back here, this goes to the coal bar. This is the one place I had to make a conflict connection. I didn't do it on all of them because there's a lot of extra work. But you can't really get back here to sweat that. So I'm going to break this seal next. I'm going to take this, disconnect this. This, we call it the trombone because it bends around on itself. It's actually coming off the coal bar. I had to come back and double back on itself to make that connection.
And what kind of connection is it?
This one is the cold return. This is a magnet return.
The one
it's
with
also
the flange?
the coal bar.
The one with the flange?
Yeah, the one with the conflat. I'm going to take that conflat off right there.
I'm going to get out of the way, right, Frank? Good. Your turn.
That's going to be the next one.
Get out of my way.
I'm going to take a picture. This is the trombone.
Okay. Where's that connection?
The connection is right here.
Okay.
You see it up here?
Yep. Yeah, I see the connection. Good. Okay.
That one, and this by itself here.
Let me tell you what. Hold on. Let me just get this out of the way for a minute.
Yeah, you need some lighting in there.
No, I think we're good. Where is the?
It's right here.
Okay. Right there, I see it. There it is.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Wait, do you want me to unbolt these connectors? These ones which Meyer and I made?
If you're going to disconnect them, if you don't need to test anything. Yeah, I don't know. You see, I don't know who has to test it or anything.
Well, these have to come off for this thing to be lifted out.
Right, but
when is that going to get?
Want to test anything before we do that? That's the
I
only
haven't
reason.
heard anything.
Maybe. When is it? Well, when is it going to get lifted
Friday.
out? When? What? Friday?
Friday morning. So
All right, but
you want to leave
between
these?
today
Yeah,
and tomorrow.
that's a easy job,
yeah, it's
right?
just screws.
Yeah.
It's just screws.
See, so that's the only reason that I would.
Okay.
And I didn't bring an aircraft.
An aircraft carrier?
No, an aircraft wrench for this because this is very tight back here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like these.
So you're disconnecting that flange now, right?
That flange, yes. And they special nuts. These are special nuts, not regular ones.
Do you want another
Regular
bag?
ones, yes. I'll need a little bag separate for this, just for this.
What makes these nuts special?
They're extra small for and
They almost
deep.
look like spacers.
They're small and deep for their size. You will not get a regular one in it. There's no room.
Oh, no
They're
kidding.
especially made for these fittings, you see.
Wow.
No, I'm not going to be able to get them all out here. Doubt if I'll be able to get them all out here.
And these other copper pipes that are wrapped, you wrapped them
Yes.
at some point before they went in? Or how would
Well,
you?
after we
Yeah, it's
install
like,
them.
yeah. I guess that makes perfect good sense.
So they all.
That looks like it's a pain in the neck. Wrapping that.
Oh yeah, of course. They're wrapped individually too. I
Yeah.
mean, I have to cut those three somewheres. And,
Someplace easy to re-weld or re-solder or...
yes, someplace where it will be easy to reconnect. And we're just going to put a coupling on. That's what I figured. I mean, to do this was a big deal to make this connection. It was expensive too. So I only did those one that was almost impossible to get to otherwise.
Do you think it'd be a good idea to make all of them that way?
You could, but it would be much easier just to put a coupling on and solder it up. You got one more time, you're going to hook it together.
Yeah, really. It's not like we got to do this every year or anything.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, you got to understand, when Slack disconnected this, they never figured it would ever get used
Yeah, they
again.
just... It's funny when a sawzall kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
right there. It's like, we're done.
Slack has got a huge presence on LinkedIn, man. Do you use LinkedIn at all?
I just looked at it
Oh,
when...
but they have a huge. We have nothing on LinkedIn. You know what I mean? They have very good public relations on LinkedIn. They make really good use of that, which we don't. I mean, but they do.
On
You
the
know.
other side, I got to work on it here.
So does Fermilab too. Fermilab's having the family open house, and they broadcast that on LinkedIn. You know.
I love Fermilab, man. I've been there like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
haven't been
6
there.
times now.
I haven't been there. I've been there. I think twice.
It's just...
I liked it, man. Buffalo still roam around? Or?
Oh, yeah. It's a different atmosphere there
Yeah.
than what's going on here.
You know what I heard from some people who went to visit Jefferson Lab?
What?
That's like still a country club compared to this place.
Like the old days. This was
Yeah,
a country club
that
maybe
hasn't
40 years ago.
Yeah, that hasn't changed much. They said.
Furry Lab. When the last time I was there, it was when they were having the World Cup.
Oh,
They
really?
opened up the center club, the equivalent to our center club, in the morning, and you can go there. And if there was enough people, they'd make breakfast before work, so
Are
you
you
could
kidding?
watch the game.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious. I was like, what the hell?
They
They don't
still-
even have this thing, the center club, open here afterwards.
They still have social events there and
Yeah,
stuff, though.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's
Oh
one
well.
of the managers, you know.
Shh. I got audio.
Now we got new management, so they're much better.
There you go.
They will give us exactly what we
there
need.
you go.
Restore all the morality all the morale we used to have. Absolutely, I got full faith in them.
Very poor turnaround with those lab bus trips, by the way. They're having trouble filling buses, I understand.
Now they got one for Philadelphia for that flower show or something.
Yeah.
So,
But I heard they're still having.
yeah.
How'd that concert go? Did they have? Oh, they didn't have that concert yet, right?
Oh, the lab thing?
They were hawking me to come. I think they would want the bodies. I don't know.
We used to have the greatest blues shows here.
Oh, you had the music club here.
Days
Do you remember?
are over.
Do you remember when they had? I tell you, I never forgot it. They had the new Riders of the Purple Sage here. The tickets were like $10, right? The real new Riders of the Purple Sage, $10, right? That they invited the public to that, and that ended that, man. The odors wafting through the Berkner Hall.
Oh.
After that, it was like pretty much over.
Okay, so all